Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and we are going to start a new campaign. Now, we have already watched the campaign intro several times at this point, so I'm going to skip the first one that comes through, but when we have the faction-specific intro, I'll play that one through and I'll disappear and all that good stuff. So first of all, we're going to do a new campaign. We're going to skip this bit, and we are going to switch immediately to Grand Cathay, because the plan is that we play as Zhao Ming.
Dragon Lord of the Iron Wind.
Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon, rules over Western Cathay and the sky road that leads to the Mountains of Morn. A hardened frontier warrior, he maintains the western edge of the Empire and keeps the desert clans in order. An interest in alchemy has led to the presence of sorcerous cabals Zhao Ming's realm, yet his siblings claim that his proximity to the Great Moor might have somehow poisoned his mind. Faction effects. Maximum cargo capacity, plus 20% for Caravan. So he is a trader. He believes in just good business. Then he has got an hero recruit rank, plus 5 for alchemists. So his alchemist is going to be very good. Upkeep, minus 25% for Ogre Mercenaries. Armor, plus 15 for melee units. So he's kind of the Eastern Balthazar. Lord effects, magic item drop chance, plus 100%. What? Upkeep, minus 25% for melee units, Lord's Army. So, Ogre melee units, that mean they're going to be 50% cheaper? That sounds pretty cool. And then Harmony, plus 3 Yang. So just like his sister is Ying, she is... just like his sister is Yin, he is Yang. Will the mechanics be updated on the other Total Wars in 1 and 2, like the new diplomacy mechanic? Don't know. For the, Mortal Empires type campaign, yes, I would imagine so. For the older, actual Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2 campaigns, doubtful. Can you play this 50 turns as the same Lord twice if you want to try different paths with the Dragon Prince? Don't know. Haven't seen that come up. Anyway, Hatoza, thank you for the follow. Nightmare, thank you also for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Right, so I'm going to make myself disappear because we're about to have an intro. And we'll keep the difficulty the same. Yeah, let's do this. Grand Cathay is the land of the Celestial Dragon Emperor. In the distant past, the Dragon Emperor founded his domain amongst the human tribes who dwelt in the east. To aid his rule, he took a mate, the Moon Dragon, and they had 9 children who became the noble rulers of Cathay's many provinces. Of the 9, 4 have been lost to time and enmity. Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon, is closer to his mother and perceived with suspicion by his siblings. He rules Western Cathay, yet the Skaven that lurk in the Warpstone Desert have been emboldened of late. The power of a god may aid in pacifying his regions, increasing his standing amongst his kin. Will such a prize lure him into the Chaos Realms? I travel east to gain an audience. And I really do like this loading screen art. They've done a really fantastic job with that.
Grand Cathay, a vast empire to the east, ruled by powerful creatures, dragons, who can inhabit human form.
You are gravely mistaken. We have no interest in a mere god's power.
No interest in power to use against the forces of chaos?
I am Yao Ying, the Storm Dragon, older than the gods themselves. You are here for a greater purpose. This map shows the energy of all things. There should be harmony, but the world is unbalanced. My younger sister, Shenzu, bringer of light and hope. She ventured beyond the Norscan mountains, but was lost. Without her light, darkness prevails, and our family has no comfort.
Though I feel your loss, the Tome of Fates provides no insight to your sister's whereabouts.
Ursa knows he witnessed her fate.
Then why does he not tell you, Iron Dragon?
There is mistrust between dragons and gods.
If we save Ursun, he will tell us how to find Shenzu.
Let me serve you, mighty dragons. I can reach Ursun. Lead you to him before it's too late. For one drop of his blood.
Your destiny is to guide us.
The armies of Cathay must breach the maelstrom and march into chaos. Balance will be restored to the world when Shenzhou is returned to you.
Alright, so we need to get into the Maelstrom. Our goal is clear.
Is clear. To find the lost sister, we must hear the God Bear's testament before he passes into myth.
My sister assumes it is her right to hear the Bear God's testament. But you will help me reach Ursun first.
I will guide you to the dying god. You require a grand legion, and for that your traditional lands must be tamed. Rat men have always infested the Warpstone Desert, but the god's roar has emboldened them. Destroy these Clan Eshin pests. Further north, your absence from Shangyang has left a power vacuum that rebels have now filled. The insolence. They must suffer the dragon's wrath. Once the desert is yours, the Tower of Ash-Sher shall come under your dominion. The caravan routes under its control will give you the riches required for the dread expedition into the Chaos Realm. Beware the Great Maw, for the ogres mistake this pit for a god. Yet even further south, you shall find more enemies eager to invade. Disharmony blights Grand Cathay, mighty Zhao Ming. If you are to find Ursun, you must restore the balance. Only then will the Dragon Emperor look upon you with fondness.
Fire and metal shall save us all.
Interesting, so we're going to be up against a lot more of the traditional armies. By the looks of things, Skaven and Orcs. Cool. All aspects of development in Cathay are aligned with yin or yang. Bonuses are earned and penalties are suffered based on the balance of the two. Also, I need to bring myself back in. The Wujing Compass. The Wujing Compass influences the winds of magic around the Cathayan homelands. The rulers of the Celestial Empire may use the power to bolster their defences, enrich their lands, and divert harmful magic away into the desert. Cathayan factions can send trade caravans to the west along the perilous Ivory Road. Choices will need to be made and challenges overcome if the expeditions are to be successful.
Vermin encroach, daring to block the route between Hanyu Port and Shangyang. Remind them what a craven race they truly are.
Alright then. So we got Brom, Clan Rats, Skaven Slaves, and 3 others. What do we have?
Dragon.
So we have Zhao Ming, which we will take a look at in just a moment. Jade Warriors, Peasant Long Spears, Peasant Archers, Great Longma Riders, Anti-Infantry, Flying Cavalry, 125 armor. That's quite a lot. 105 speed, 65 damage, 75 charge. That's a lot of charge too. Interesting. And then Fire Rain Rocket. Range of 360, shoots 12 times. We have a rocket launcher.
Ruler.
Let's go and use it.
Roll.
Okay, so they have Clan Rats and Skavens. Nothing particularly dangerous. Mordred's finally found cavalry that he can use. It flies and has armor. That's true, like, most flying cavalry doesn't have armor, so I might actually like these guys. Are they really cavalry if they're flying, though? That's the question. Surely they're just an air force. Oh, cool. That warpstone does not look at all suspicious. Is that warpstone or is that jade? Place your bets here. Well, it's the Warpstone Desert, so it's probably warpstone. And we start at the bottom of a massive hill, though. Where do we deploy?
Raise the dragons!
I think I'm going to put the Hellstorms... Sorry, Fire Rains here. They're still going to be hitting that ridge, potentially. How fast are they? They move 30.
Cavalry!
Then we have the Flyers. They do look a bit like Pegasus Knights, although I gotta say, these guys I think look cooler. Nice, nice. And you get 24 of them in a unit, that's pretty good.
Praise the dragon!
And then we have Archers. Set up something like this.
Peasant spearmen!
And then the Peasant Spears and the Jade Warriors. Let's actually switch
Peasant
these two
archers!
around.
Long spears!
Do that. And then we have Zhao Ming. We totally forgot to check out his skills, actually. That was a mistake. So he can transform into a dragon. I think he's going to be more fighty than his sister is. Although he's classified as a wizard. But it also says he is a melee expert. And he gives 100% harmony, so we'll just do that. 10 magic I think is going to be fine. Let's begin.
Jade warriors!
You are much more than mere men and women. You are my Iron Vanguard.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Pew pew pew!
Cavalry!
Cavalry coming around the flank. In fact, these guys have no flyers. And they have no archers either, so I can just fly straight over the top and there ain't nothing they can do about it.
Rocket battery! Archers! Shenyang's faithful!
Cavalry! Marching as one!
Stone and steel!
Yes!
Spears! With infinite pride! Warriors! Celestial fury! Peasant archers!
Restore order! Let destruction reign!
I actually managed to pull off quite an annoyingly good flank there.
Order and balance! Move
There was the flying charge.
Cavalry! In Father's name!
Oh, we do have some spells. So we have the Plague of Rust, which is an armor debuff, single target. And then Dragon's Breath, which is a breath attack. Which I think what I might do is position you like so. Have you coming around the back. Oh man! That's cool! Didn't get any kills though.
Spears! Set move in formation!
I think they're dead already.
Harmonious wrath!
Archers! Harmonious roar! Never
I don't know why the archers just haven't been shooting. Because they haven't.
dragon!
That is such a quick casting spell. It's pretty crazy.
Cavalry! Lord of Shang! Wind and fire!
Let's go and debuff you so we can kill you more easily.
Cavalry! Immediately! Quick marching as one! March in ordered ranks! Wind and fire!
Why are you guys not firing? Unless I directly tell you to.
Minds as one! Celestial fury! Dragon guard! Save my own sword!
There are still 111 of them left. Even though they're down to just that much health. Good grief. Skaven!
Peasant spearmen! Guided by ancestors! Peasant archers! God sent by dragons! Move in formation! Upon our combat! Stone and steel! Dragon guard!
There's the final victory. Good.
Shaper of iron! The path of iron!
Archers, turn around, shoot him. Go. Is it because this guy was stopping you? Come on, archers.
Ritamon guides me!
Alright, now we shoot them. I have a really annoying feeling that Brom's going to get away. And that's going to upset me.
Archers!
Out of range now. Boo. 31 losses. Most of them, by the looks of things, those spearmen. They got 152 kills, but the rocket launcher 247. Yeah, I like that rocket launcher already. That rocket launcher really did do a lot of work. Absolutely. Okay, so we got the Pigeon Plucker Pendant, which is an anti-air thing. Yeah. Also gives hit points though. We can get leadership, we can get replenishment, or we can get monies. That's 19% replenishment.
Test subjects.
Feels wild. A bit high. That's one way of killing them, for sure. The Skaven have always lurked in the Warpstone Desert, but they've been emboldened of late, and now directly challenge you, who killed them. The wearer of this bizarre pendant is supernaturally protected against attacks from flying creatures. Brom was killed.
A potent ally has joined your ranks. Embed them in your army.
Powerful heroes such as the Alchemist can act independently. For now, get them to join your army.
Alchemist of Shang.
Outcast elemental wizards find refuge in the House of Secrets, where they excel in arcane metallurgy. Oh, and they increase mobility. And also income. And they're also assassins. Okay, I like alchemists.
Alchemist ready.
Right, so let's take a look at Zhao
Iron
Ming's
Dragon.
capabilities, because we haven't done that yet. So, Master of Metal. Cooldown 25% on Law of Metal spells. Winter magic cost for final transmutation, Plague of Rust. Ah, so he does get Law of Metal. Where are they? There it is. But he seems to get Dragon's Breath instead of the Bombardment spell. And that Dragon's Breath spell did seem to be pretty potent, so I'm okay with that. So Lord of Shanyang, diplomatic relations with ogres, upkeep reduction for Ogre Mercenaries. That makes them even cheaper. Wow. Construction cost, hero capacity for alchemists, hero recruit rank for alchemists. That means that new alchemist will be level 7. Iron scale, armor pierce damage, passive regeneration. Master of Alchemy. This doesn't look like it's an either or. Replaces Master of Alchemy means that he does more flaming and magical attacks. Oh, this is probably one of the three. That probably is an either or. Hard to hit, devastating charge. These are all the close combat things. Plague of Rust is the armor debuff. Strength of Yang. Passive ability, Augment. Always active if he's casting, increases damage by 24%. Metal shifting increases damage even further, so you basically want him to be constantly casting cheap spells. And actually, I have to say, Dragon's Breath at only 9 mana is pretty cheap. You can make it 7. Plague of Rust is also only 6. You can make it 5. Okay, his spells are pretty cheap. Wall of Wind and Fire is a no, it's another wind? Oh right, it's a wind, not a breath. They are apparently different. Then Constellation of the Dragon is an explosion. Final Transmutation is a direct damage. Incredibly expensive though. Then Earthing, Magical Reserves, and Arcane Conduit. Yeah, I think he is going to be more of a mage. Spell resist, missile resist. Warding Iron, damage resist +5 for everything around him. More armor. Weapon strength for melee units, melee attack for melee units. And then you can also get these ones. Skyfire, Sky Lanterns, Terracottas. Great Longbow Riders. What can we get increased on? 18% charge bonus on top of the 75 that they start with. Yeah, those Great Langma Riders can hit really hard with all of that. And then Route Marcher obviously is more movement. Your blue abilities are not as good. Oh, so somebody mentioned the other day that the Lightning Strike ability has changed. So the earlier levels of Lightning Strike give you the battle reinforcement time, which means you can bring in reinforcements quicker. No, sorry, increases the time that enemy reinforcements take. Then level 3 is the Lightning Strike, so you need 3 pips in Lightning Strike to get it to full
Disharmony
strength.
flares across this region. Bolster your army with more loyal warriors.
Question, I clicked on Apocalypse in Project Zomboid, but I don't see a way to adjust the zombies. Am I playing the wrong mode? Yeah, you need to be on Sandbox, Katie. Apocalypse is like the hardest difficulty. Treasury gained. We need to recruit 2 more units. Let's see what are available.
Duty.
So we can from the start get some more Jade Warriors, and considering our Jade Warriors have that plus 15 armor,
Willing participants.
our Jade Warriors are going to be frankly
The
ridiculous.
primal balance of nature is misaligned in your kingdom. Take steps to restore harmony where it has been lost. For it is the bedrock upon which your majestic empire is built.
And we are currently 4 towards Yang, which is a long way. So we do need to restore that. Hero has joined. Good stuff. So let's take a look at Hanyu Port and see what we can do. Wait. Hanyu Port is a port building that doesn't actually have the port structure. Well, that's interesting. Have they just got rid of those? No, we've seen them. Because the Demon Prince had 1 billion port buildings. Interesting. Well, we can get the training camp, which will get us Jade Warriors. We can upgrade it to get the Jade Warrior crossbows, which we know are very strong. Or we can get one of the walls. Or we can start working on these. And considering how bad control is, particularly next to the Skaven, I feel like we probably want the control building. Unfortunately, that's more Yang. We really need to get some more yen going. We're a trader. Let's go with the Goods Emporium. No. Let's not. Let's go with the Corral. Eventually, to get great Longmo riders, they are tip-top tier. Probably an annoying question, but any chance of another Bannerlord playthrough? We were actually talking about that in the run-up to the patch for this being installed. I want to approach Bannerlord again at some point. It's just finding time for it. Unfortunately, January and February are filling up fast with new releases already. Didn't T give yen? Well, the thing is, I'm a little reluctant to build these low-level buildings in the capital. Because remember, we are limited in the number of slots we have, and the capital can go all the way up to the level 5. So generally you want to build the buildings that have the high caps. So building these, you can just build those in the outskirts, in the small towns. You don't need to build it in the city. And this place does not produce any special resources. City of Monkeys is way up there. Zhenwu is a bit closer, but is probably filled with Skaven, at a guess. Sindrin wants me to drink some tea. There was another. Oh, Kalinas. The Skull Fort. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Right, what else do we want to do? Getting some more artillery would be good. So I think I am going to go for the Nangu Forge. And I think we'll also upgrade the dormitory so we can get the crossbows.
Celestial.
And replace the peasant archers with those. Okay, technology. Well, this is one way that we can get more yin going. So let's go for the fletching mentors. Or the hardened bamboo. Nah, because we're going to go for the Jade Warriors pretty early.
House of Secrets.
And we have a caravan. Yes, we do. So, with the caravan, we basically start it here. Not from our capital? That's a surprise.
The Lord Magistrate stands ready.
And then we need to choose where we want it to go. Well, I would like to explore more of the south, and caravans are a pretty good way of doing that. So we're going to say that's going to be the target. We're going to load it up to maximum capacity. And because we are playing as Zhao, we get another 20% capacity boost. So we're going to bring in 1,200 ducats, and we're going to try and get it to the end node here, which is going to be in Thunderguts, and that should pay out another 4,000. And do we know anything particular about Heng Teng? Not really. He's got Jade Warriors or Halberds. He's got Halberdiers. Imperial units. Peasant long spears, handgunners and crossbows. Okay. How have you got so many Empire units?
Ruler of the Sky Road.
Western Idealist. The Caravan and its master spend a lot of time in the Western nations, to the point where he prefers the company of foreigners to his homeland. This Lord's Caravan army includes Empire units, +5 diplo relations with the Empire. Fair enough.
Double the practice drills.
Well, to be fair, our Miao Ying's Caravan had Kislev units in it. I bet it was the hats that changed his mind. Shame he didn't get good Empire units. He did, though. Halberds are good. And handguns are very good. I was actually thinking, like, handgunners defended by Jade Warriors is a pretty nice combo.
The Iron Dragon.
Right, and then the Alchemist. What can you do? So, Enchanted Metallurgy increases your damage. Increases damage further in one direction or another. Then Searing Doom, you can get more magic. But you don't get the bombardment. Glittering Robe you do get, though, which is the armor buff. Then Gehenna's Golden Hound, which is a really nice vortex. And bear in mind that casters of the same lore in the same army, if they have the Mastery of Elemental Winds buff, will buff each other up. So just because Min Tao is in this army, that means that Zhao's magic will be stronger. And in fact, we should rename you.
Inefficiency is intolerable.
That is something we have been doing, so let's go ahead and bring up our list of patrons. And the dice. And then roll some dice and see which one we're going to go for. Number 25. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, I'm actually just going to write the numbers beside each person. I'm having to count this out too often.
Check your weapons again.
30, 31. Alright, this was 25. That is going to be Unsung D. And then the Caravan Master also needs to have a name.
The Lord Magistrate stands ready.
And that's going to be... Vithiam. Vithiam Teng. There we are. To make you appropriately Cathay-ish.
I will make my ancestors proud.
Is it just me, or does Unsung D kind of work as a Cathay hero name? I agree, it does. Borm An, Dansken V, Sky, Drelius, Anjin-san. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you all joining us today. Hello.
Commander of the great city.
can't use the compass yet. The compass is not available. It is currently on recharge. We've done the technology. We've moved our initial units. End turn.
Victory! Forged in fire!
And there we go. The dragon needs you. Has been finished. We gained some free money.
The town of Shenwu may appear as ruins, but it has the stink of ratmen about it.
Zhenwu was a thriving town of loyal Cathayans not long ago, and now it is ruins. Abandoned? Or is it? Occupy the settlement and find out what happened to your people. And we can get the terrifying mask of Eee!
Get out of my mind. Lord,
Let's go and check it out. See what's up here. Oh my gosh, there's Skaven! I'm shocked! His clan Eshin Toxodon is here. There are a couple of clan rats, there are Skaven and Night Runners, 2 Night Runners. And this is going to be a town battle. They again have no ranged units though. Please, Mordred, we all know there's no such thing as Skaven. That's what the Empire guys told us. We, however, are not Empire. It's going to be interesting to see if you can get Deathmaster Snikch in a future update. Kind of cool. Okay, so we can go ahead and start deployment. This is a funky town. Right, so going up here, they'll have shooting spot there. Death Runners can shoot, can't they? We can go through here. No, through here. And we could also attack from the other end. And as we have seen in the past, it's kind of a good idea to hit from as many angles as possible, because then you spread out where their defenses are.
Wind and fire.
Let's actually no, that was right. You would go there.
Jade warriors.
Go there.
Stone and steel.
You can come over on this side. And then these guys here. Then let's have spearmen. Actually, before we choose where the spearmen should go, we need to see where the paths are biggest. It's a fairly large path going up this way. And there are actually 2 routes, so I think that one of the spears should actually be on this side. This one is a very narrow entrance. This is also a narrow entrance, but it does split in 2.
Peasant spearmen.
This one's a bit wider, so yeah, I think the other peasant spears are going to be on this side. Then archers. Archers, I think, are going to go here. I'm going to put them all in this position. Our flyers are going to go there, so we can put them anywhere. And then rocket launchers, I think, are also going to go here. Which means that we should have our generals probably over on this side. Let's have the alchemist with you 2. And actually we're going to put the boss man over here because he'll give them the harmony buff. Okay. Begin. Let's see what their defenses are like. So have they actually set any up? Those are Night Runners. Please shoot them. And then have you advance. You guys advance. And then the other Night Runners are here. Advance. Advance. Doesn't look like they're building any towers yet. If they do, I'm sure it'll be over here.
Let
Oh,
your
no, there's one.
spirit soar!
That's right, pulverize the Night Runners, though that was an absolutely terrible volley. Also, how am I seeing these guys? I shouldn't be able to see them.
Never conquered.
Well, apparently we've got really, really good scouting capabilities.
Praise the
We're going to use the flyers just like we usually use the Furies. You see how quickly you take towers apart. Very quickly. I think you might actually outkill them compared to Furies. Although you hit a bit slower. But those Night Runners are virtually dead.
The Iron Wind!
Shaper of steel.
We do have that spell. Bombardment. Sweet. Okay. That's good. That means we're going to get that spell for cheap as well. Head over that way.
Warriors!
Go ahead and head that way.
Cathay's foes.
Archers.
Archers! Marching as one!
Repositioning! Seeking Cathay's foes!
Sun Yang's faithful.
You just go and stand there. Just cause a bit of a delaying action.
Wind and fire!
That was a nice hit. We are absolutely mauling their Death Runners, which is fantastic, because usually those guys hit pretty hard. I'm guessing that these guys are all but dead.
Defenders of Cathay.
Yes!
I love how quick that casts. There's another tower there. Alright, noted, noted. Oh, you guys got attacked, but you should be able to hold that position pretty nicely.
Master Metallurgist.
You know what you can do? Right there. Seems like a good spot. Bombardment! Unsung's kicking ass and taking names. And there we go. We've now cleared that entry. So I'm going to say let's go ahead and just move on up. Oops.
It is done! Cavalry!
Is that come in yet?
Move as wind!
It says 0. There it is.
Attack in unison!
Warpstone and steel.
That spell is never going to get old. It is absolutely my favorite spell in the game.
Shaper of iron!
Is that one destroyed? Don't
They
help
will
out with that.
perish!
There's another one that just got built there.
As
So let's have you lot marching up to here.
the stars align.
Shenyang's faithful!
Here comes the cavalry. Your armor piercing damage is terrible. That's why these guys are doing so well. And that initial charge impact is like half the health just gone.
Thoughts in harmony.
You guys look like you're pretty much completely unopposed over there, which is good.
Cavalry!
We're about to finish that fight, and then we can send you... Wait, I can tell you to attack while it's being built? I didn't used to be able to. Go there first, that one's still... actually up. I'm surprised they're able to afford all of these towers. I guess because we haven't taken any of these positions yet. It's the downside of not having cavalry, like regular cavalry.
Warriors!
105 armor. This is what happens when you give a frontline cheap unit 105 armor. I did see a couple of reports that Jade Warriors are probably a bit overpowered, and I kind of agree. So they're effectively the equivalent of swordsmen, and yet they have 95 armor as a standard. Right now we've only lost about 50 men in a siege. Slow but steady wins the race as Cathay.
The Celestial Faithful!
Another one there. And you're building another one there. Man, we really need to start taking some of these positions. Come on, people. Oh, and because you regenerate, you've actually recovered all of your health. Ha, nice. Right, I could turn you into a dragon and have you doing the same thing. I see no reason not to do this. Come on, dragon. There you are.
Cavalry! The dragons ask! Thoughts in harmony! For Cathay!
That was just destroyed because we captured this point.
Of Cathay!
Good.
Sent by dragon. Peasant spearmen!
While you held that position, very good. You've just taken this.
My elixirs are ready.
I'm seeing another opportunity for a bombardment. Why do they make the units move so slowly? It's because I'm not sprinting everywhere. I'm trying to maintain my stamina. But we've pretty much won this now.
Stone and steel! Restore order! Attack in unison!
Come on, kill it. Building another one over there.
Seeking Cathay's foes!
With infinite pride.
Dragon Guard! For the Emperor!
This way. Minds as one.
The Celestial Faithful! Archers! Harmonious wrath! Attack in unison!
Order and balance.
Right, do they have any other towers going up anywhere? They're starting to try and get barricades, probably because they're cheaper. Let's bring the guys over here.
The dragons ask!
Jade Warriors.
And there it is, the victory. They have all given up. And I don't blame them. 79 losses, 872 kills. Slow but steady wins the race. Yeah, Unsung D, 108 kills. Those Jade Warriors, 298. That was the one that fought against the two units of Skaven. Just held that passage. It's like, you're on your own, you're facing off against two guys, just hold this position and basically force them to use 2 units just to block this area. And they did. And the cavalry didn't lose a single model, so no actual health lost. But yeah, we could do with a peasant cavalry unit or 2 just to sprint around and take victory points. So we got the Earthing Rod, which reduces miscast chance for 36 seconds. Gain 2 levels. Gain some money as well, and we are definitely occupying.
Celestial Empire ever grows.
You need a strong power base before you can retake Shenyang and invade the realm of chaos. Owning the province of Jinshen will grant you such a platform.
More than a skill, sword mastery is an art that must be practiced to perfection if the foe is to be rended. Win a battle with a Jade Warrior, and now we have 8% cheaper Jade Warriors. When planted in the ground, this obsidian rod becomes the arcane winds for the briefest moment, allowing the wizard to cast one of his powerful enchantments unopposed. Toxic's gone, Cleanse and Woo is done, we got the Terrifying Mask of E! And we now cause fear and terror. Take Jinshen. To become master of Shenyang once more, you must do so from a place of strength. Ruling over the wastelands of Jinshen will give you the resources and material might needed to placate the other regions. And we'll also then get the Charmed Shield. Sounds good.
The Iron Dragon.
Right. Oh, you actually start being able to get these. Well, that's a personal buff. That's an area ward save, but these are for anyone in your army. Let's go with those two. Just buff all of our close combat guys.
Such power! Lord.
Of which we have many. Okay, so the City of Monkeys is the next target, I believe. Yeah, we don't really have any threats to the south. However, we can't move this turn, so we may as well recruit some more units. And I think I'm going to go for one... No, I'm not going to go for an archer. We're just going to get more of the Jade Swords. And the reason I decided not to go for the archer is because we're about to get Jade Crossbows. And at that point, we'll replace all of the archers with crossbows. How's the Caravan doing? More to the point, where is the Caravan? Where is he? Oh, you started it. Wait, did you start over there? You did start over there. Okay.
Our armor shines. Our spirits glow.
There he is.
There must be order.
So I guess that everyone starts from Miao Ying's capital instead of his own. It's a little bit weird, but okay. Verthaim Teng Caravan. The caravan stumbles upon a patrol of allies that have been lost for some time. The guides can show you the way back to the friendly regions, although this will cause a short delay in getting the caravan to its destination. So we can get some Forgotten Fighters, which are some Peasant Long Spears, or we can get 2 Jade Warrior Crossbows. We're going to go with the Lost Rangers. Originally sent to hunt down your enemies, they are now ready to restock on ammunition and head into battle.
Get out of my mind.
Sounds good to me.
Ruler of the Sky Road.
Right, you can now move.
Test of iron. A voice
Go
calls me on.
to there, then you can recruit
You will
some more. Ooh,
obey.
we can get Iron Hail Gunners now too.
They
get
have
2
the
of
honor
those.
of service. Unswerving duty.
Nah, let's not get 2 of those. Let's get 2 of those. We want the armored units. Slow moving but deadly.
Kingdom.
And then Untong D also leveled up, and yeah, we got to get the increased mobility.
Fire and metal.
Wait, can you now reach? No.
I expect unwavering loyalty.
And was there anything else I can construct here? So Zhenwu, you've got the same building as here. What I could actually do is stop building this and build it here instead. Or replace you with something else.
This harmony
Long term, long term, long term. We're doing it that way around. Falgun Gold Hoarder. Solid name. There is a stench on the air, the unmistakable aroma of cooking bones. A band of ogres burst forth, drool dripping from their mouths. They look on hungrily at your retinue. Their leader shouts out his demand. They'll let you pass if they can eat some of your meat. They don't mean the cargo of the caravan. It's feeding time! So we lose one of the Jade Warrior crossbows, or we fight them and probably lose nothing. They got 3 Noblars, they got a Saber Tusk pack, Ogre Bulls, and then a Tyrant. Now we're gonna fight them! Especially because we have handgunners. So, we know that the Saber Tusks are flipping dangerous, so we need to focus fire them down. But we have a lot of ranged. We have 2 crossbows, handgunners, regular crossbows, and 2 archers. And we have all 6 of my close combat guys are anti-large. Yeah, those Saber Tusks aren't going to last for very long.
I am prepared.
Right, so what I think I'm going to do is set ourselves up here. Yeah. So we'll put you guys in the front row.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
It's weird hearing that as Cathay.
Warriors!
Halberdiers!
Jade crossbows. Crossbowmen.
Ready to fire!
Actually, the
Minds at
peak of
one.
this is perfect handgun spot.
Good! I'll soon see Sigmar and feast in his halls.
Never conquered!
Defenders of Cathay!
The celestial faithful!
Crossbowmen.
Never conquered!
Where's longer range? 160, 140.
Warrior crossbow!
Praise the dragons!
Stone and steel! Long spears! For Heldenhammer! There must be order!
I feel like I'm playing the dwarves again.
Handgunners! Fear not death's embrace, for it is the embrace of your loving ancestors.
Warrior crossbows.
Alright. Come to me. We will kill you all. All of these war cries for Sigmar. Oh man, it just feels weird. What's Sigmar got to do with all of this?
Understood.
Look at the Umgi imitating our strategies. That needed to be more northern and less London. Look at the Umgi imitating our strategies. That was a bit too Scottish. Closer, Thor.
Save ammunition!
I think I would like you over here.
Sigmar guides us!
Wind and fire! Understood!
Right. As soon as you guys are in position, you may fire when ready.
Target and fire!
Nice opening volley.
Defenders of Cathay! For the Emperor! Ready for war!
Yeah, we're braced.
Crossbowmen.
Well, the Ogre Bowls are just... They're trying to get through to my handguns, and I think they may actually have succeeded.
Order and balance.
Oh no, they're backing off again. They've had enough.
Commander of cities, never surrender!
Well, I gotta say that these guys are very rude. They just don't seem to care about my front lines at all. Just like, I'm coming through. Meat's over there in the middle.
Archers! For the Emperor! With infinite pride! Handgunners! We obey!
Peasant archers! Move, bringing harmony!
Show us the foe! Order and balance! Peasant archers! To war! Subordinate only to dragons! Archers!
Do have a really big opening in the middle of my rank here. But they are going to choose to ignore that and are going for my braced halberds instead. Fine by me! Noblars are trying, bless them.
No line sharper! Irons as one! Taking aim! It's it naturally! To battle! It pleases the dragons! They will perish! Repositioning!
Where the hell are you lot
The
going?
celestial faithful!
Just turning around? Alright, cool.
Understood! At speed!
Come on, handguns. I need you in an overwatch position right at the top of this little plateau.
Formation march!
Let's go! Alright,
Sigma!
that'll do. Gotcha. "13 losses. I'll take that. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. The Noblars got more kills than the Ogres and the Sabertusks. So this general cannot beat the big man hand to hand. No, I actually quite like the way that the Caravan Masters are done. They are really supportive units. Super support. They're not very good at fighting though. They leave that to their bodyguards. Okay, so we can get some leadership, we can get... Okay, something about replenishment is definitely broken. I'll take the replenishment though. Just go and see if that's been reported. Remember, this is a preview version. Updates are constantly coming, and that seems to be something that's broken with this update. Let me just double check. When did that come out? It was about 3 o'clock. Let's see. Not seeing anything yet. My God, these people talk a lot. It said there were 27 messages. That's clearly a lie. There's a lot more than 27. I have not seen anything about replenishment though. You know what, let's just do a search. Replenish. Jump to present. Has anyone seen an issue with replenishment since the... I just had a caravan battle where at the end I could get plus 52% replenishment. Okay. Nothing yet reported, but again, just bear in mind that this is a game still in preview. Let's throw a quick save there. Killed more with friendly fire than anything but their general did combined. Yeah, that's true. clarify, that's post-battle replenish. Okay, so Hanyu Port can now build something else, and we want to. So we've got the guns coming in. I think I am going to get the corral so we can get the cavalry units going. Should really have done that from the start. So Vathaim has leveled up. So here we can talk about the Caravan Masters and what they bring to the table. So like I said, they're more of a support character. You can build them up to be a little bit combat orientated, and they can get equipment just like other characters can. But really their strength lies in this line down here, where they reduce the cost of random events, they are less likely to be ambushed, they can get replenishment including in hostile territory, that's a big one. Better scales means that they get more money, and then more cargo capacity means that they can carry more stuff to sell more stuff. I'm going to take the hidden stores first of all though, so we can get that extra replenishment and then also have the attrition reduction, because it's a nice buff to have. You can also get Will of the Dragons, which gives them a leadership buff in their aura.
A gift from the dragons.
Anyway, we are going back to our own realm, which is over here.
A land of fire.
Oh no, you can't buy those. You should have got them. So apparently buildings are destroyed before you recruit people. That's a bit annoying.
Strike off the head!
Alright, so this is going to be another city battle. This time they are going to be a bit more entrenched, because they've got some Jade Warriors with halberds, they've got Jade Warriors with crossbows, regular Jades, archers, and some horsemen. So I don't think I can go in quite so scattershot as I did last time. Wow, that's a lot of new followers. Critias, a lusty Argonian, Covin, Rogue Ninth, Grisrant, Silicililia, Xosos, and Capt. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you all joining us here today. How have you been finding Total War Warhammer? I'm guessing that this is not the only content that you've seen so far. Are you happy with what you've seen in 3? Are you looking forward to it? Who are you most hyped to check out for yourselves when you get the game?
Alchemist Supreme!
This is a nice big open city. Still got choke points though. Kislev. It has potential. Nurgle, Pontus. Ogre Kingdoms. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Ogre stuff as well. Need to wait for that embargo to go. Want to see some Tzeentch. Same. I have a feeling of all of the Chaos I'm going to like Tzeentch the most. Like, just the things I've seen so far from how their units work in the Demon Prince. Tzeentch seem more like my style. Too many siege battles now? Possibly. But this is more like the old school Warhammers, where most of the battles were sieges. And the sieges are actually fun now. Like, by far and away the weakest element of the old school sieges. Nurgle. Chaos Undivided. Are all lords upgradable like the Chaos Lord? Nope. That's like his special faction ability. Getting Shogun 2 flashbacks, and that's a good thing. I agree. I'm getting Attila, or Thrones of Britannia flashbacks. The Attila sieges in particular I really liked. What's the next faction that streamers can play? Afraid I can't tell you. All I can say is that we are going to be doing it next Thursday. Alright, so I think I'm going to put Jade Warriors here.
Store and steel!
Here.
Jade Warriors!
Here.
Defenders of Cathay!
Here.
Jade Warriors!
Here.
The Celestial Celestial faithful.
Right, that's too many in one place.
Warriors.
I shouldn't be worrying about this. I should be worrying about the next tier. So there's one there, one there.
Never
I'll have you in
conquered.
support. One there. One there. One there. And that's every entrance covered. Okay, then the big entrance I think is going to be around this area. So we'll have you two as a backup.
Peasant archers.
And we will also have the peasant archers here with you in charge of them. Flyers can be there to deal with towers. And then the rocket launcher put here. And then that leaves the alchemist, who we're going to put there. Begin. Okay, so they have a tower already set up. Now they do have, unfortunately, got crossbows, so I can't just go around swatting the towers like I usually do. But I am going to be a bit more aggro about going for their victory points this time around. Alright, off we go.
Fight with courage.
Everyone's rushing forwards now.
That the elements themselves are with you.
Wind and fire! Fight as one!
Never conquered. Must move in formation.
Archers. Attack in unison.
Right. You can do your breath attack. Here. Whoosh. Such a good
Ten
spell.
young's faithful. Whatever with infinite pride.
Peasant spearmen.
We'll take the peasant spears on that side, because apparently I forgot to attack that completely.
Warriors. Naturally.
Stone and steel!
Peasant archers. Celestial fury. Jade warriors.
If necessary!
Praise the dragons.
Sorcerer of
Alright, is there anything you can do to support against the cavalry? Yes, do this. Bombardment! Nice.
Shaper of steel!
And now we can start securing that.
Warriors.
Let's have you go for them.
Defenders of Cathay. Unnaturally. By celestial decree. Archers. Move as wind. With great pride.
Right, where are you going to attack?
Jade warriors.
Restore order.
That should destroy itself soon enough.
Defenders of Cathay!
Fire. Tower just destroyed. Good stuff.
Young's faithful.
We'll head over here because we've got another breath attack incoming. Let's get it from there. Whoosh. It's never going to get old. Never ever going to get old.
Never conquer. Minds as one. What it is fated.
An acceptable journey!
For the Emperor.
Alright, we're punching through. You are well out of range. Let's bring the archers up to here.
Understood with infinite pride.
You guys are dealing with that.
Metal and fire!
They're out of magic, so not much else I can do.
Alone guides me.
Yang sends us.
Celestial fury!
Warriors, marching as one.
You go and grab that. Now we are punching straight through the centre. Their jade crossbows, unfortunately for them, not really in a position to shoot me. Those ones are.
In Father's name!
This is looking like an opportunity for me. If I do this. I didn't reach as far forward as I kind of hoped.
Archers, Rip Shenyang sends us.
Hopefully we'll be in range of those guys. I'm not convinced we will be, though.
In harmony.
Stone and
No,
steel.
we're not. Too bad.
Jade warriors.
Warpstone and steel!
However,
Defend
You are.
the realm. Peasant archers. Strike the Emperor's call. It pleases the dragon. Order and balance.
and there's the victory.
Repositioning.
That'll do. Nice. 41 losses, 569 kills. Favorite unit is for the moment the Nurglings, closely followed by the Skyjunk. The Nurglings were amazing. I would say the Skyjunk's probably been the biggest revelation for me. Nurglings, I agree though. The thing I like most about the Warhammer games is that I'm not out of the loop of the lore in the game. Everything new is truly new. Oh, you are so out of the loop of the lore in the game, everything is truly new to me. So when I find new cool units, it really is new. The sense of exploring new stuff just doesn't exist in Total War. Traditional Total War. That is true. CIA already announced the embargo release with the factions. Tzeentch and Nurgle are next Tuesday. No they're not. Actually, well, where? Give me a source for that and then we can talk about it, because I don't know how much I can share. Tzeentch is my favourite. The more I hear about him, the more I think he's the real big bad, and the other Chaos Gods are secondary. Tzeentch is definitely the most sneaky and the most kind of big picture. Can you tell if any of the old factions have gotten an upgrade? No, they haven't. Only the new Total War Warhammer factions. Total War Warhammer 3 factions. Wonder if that ever happened historically, a commander completely forgetting units they had available to them until it was too late. Probably. Although, bear in mind that real-life commanders would have been marching day in, day out with those units. He would have a much better idea of what's actually available to him than I do, where I'm playing with this for 4 hours, and then that's it. Especially when I'm only, what, less than 2 hours in. New spell animations are on point. The spells feel really good. I want to play more with Kislev's Ice, though. That's the only one I haven't had much of a chance to... Well, that's not true. The only ones I've really had much of a chance to play with are the new spells for Miao Ying. Have I tried the new high-tier explosion spell in the Allure of Yang? No, I haven't. Like, we're only on the 3rd turn here, guys. Oh, the siege change is also retroactive for the factions of the first 2 games. If they're on the map, they've had siege changes. That's what I understand. Might be a dumb question, but did all the siege maps get a rework or just the new Warhammer 3 maps? If they're on this map, I think they've been changed. Okay, so we lost 41, they lost 831. Not too shabby. Gonna occupy that. Wait, we've just become a vampire. Though fashioned with flawless piece of jade, most who gaze upon this pendant soon find themselves looking away in discomfort. Passive ability, the hunger. Enabled if leadership is higher than broken in melee. Replenishes hit points of combatants. As the vampires rip apart their victims, they feast on the blood that spills forth, gaining in strength and lost stamina. I can have my vampire dragon! We were talking about that yesterday! Or whenever I played, Miaoling. Jade vampires confirmed. Yeah, apparently. The front of the shield depicts a warrior being blessed by a nameless lady. Its wielder gains protection from the sigil, especially against foes armed with missiles. And we have now taken over the wastelands of Jinshen. Mission issued. Capture 2 provinces. You control 1 province, but more land must be acquired if you are to fund a successful war machine. Send out your armies and seize more territory from your enemies.
The Iron Dragon.
Right, so let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Jade Blood Pendant we are 100% using, because you already can get regen. You can now get a second regen. And I feel more and more like I need to turn you into a close combat aficionado, because the Alchemist is the one I've been using more magic on, because she has the bombardment spells. Although he has the fire breath. So maybe dual. We'll see. You can have the Charmed Shield. You've already got a talisman on. Do you already cause fear and terror? No, you don't. You do now. Then the Earthing Rod, arcane item. Well, the Alchemist is definitely being trained as a mage. Although, what's your special? You're a bureaucrat. +1 control local province, and then +1 yang. Which is why our yin-yang is so off. Earthing Rod, Pigeon Plucker. For the more hit points. Right, and we have ancillaries. You can get a Sword Master. No, he's already got the Sword Master. Alright. Skills. Yeah, it was this one. Iron Scale gives you a regen as well. Warding Iron gives you a damage resist, but we're going to go Root Marcher. It's time that we got the extra movement.
Boon to my experiments.
And then the City of Monkeys. You also have a barracks. We're going to replace that with something more useful.
Zhao Ming.
Now I think we probably want to go for the Shrine of the Alchemist. And then we go for Shanyang. It's a Cathay landmark. But in the meantime, you may as well recruit some new units, so I guess we'll go for some Iron Gunners, because we don't have anything else. As we didn't get the crossbows, unfortunately. And you need to be level 2 to upgrade at all. Right. I think we probably want anything that gives growth. There is nothing that gives growth. So we currently have -10 growth from the control. Conquest will disappear, at which point control becomes positive, so maybe we just want positive control. Jade Dragon Edict. Don't really need the corruption reduction, there's nobody here. Yeah, let's go with the control. Get ourselves positive as quickly as possible. Or we could go for the trade income, although we're not currently trading with anyone. That is something we should start doing, though.
Windshaper, you need not face our might if you prove cooperative. Long live Cathay!
Right, let's start all the crazy amounts of trade that we can do. Burning Wind Nomads. Relations decreasing, but they
The
are
dragon-blooded.
apparently good guys.
Lord Magistrate.
You're a bad guy, which the sister's trying to kill.
Ready
The
to
northern
defend.
provinces is Miao Ying. We do want to try and get good relations with you if we can. Relations are improving.
The City of Smoke is poised to lend you its might.
What would it cost to get these? 3,400 ducats. How much do I have? 12,000. What about for just the trade agreement? 700. That we can do. Because that's going to start earning me some money, and it's also going to start improving our relations significantly. And then we'll be able to get the non-aggression after that.
Natural authority.
So, Young Sun, you are immediately to my south.
Cathay wishes no ill upon those who respect us. For the dragon.
Alright, we're trading with all of the good guys, except for the
City Commander.
Rebel Lords and the
Cathay,
Dissenter Lords.
it's
We're not trading with those two. Those two sound bad. Can you confederate other Cathayans? Yes, yes you can. I think you deleted the building in the wrong city. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. Except for the fact that I just destroyed, built. So we're not being the most efficient, but things will fall into place soon enough. Vanguard, thank you for the follow. Bibba's Big Blast, thank you very much for the 9-month primary subscription. Very much appreciate the ongoing support there. I surpass Nagash! Vampire Dragon zooms by. Bruh. Right, so we can get Peasant Archers, we can get Jade Warriors. I feel like we have a lot of ranged units, and I could really do with some more close combat, so we're going to go with the Sword Brothers. The caravan was being tracked, followed. After ringing into a defensive position and drawing weapons, the potential enemies emerged and turned out to be friends. A patrol that had wandered far from the home borders.
Money is the lifeblood of success and glory. Without the means to support your armies, you will be powerless to make war. Seek to raise your income.
Because the Moon Empress blesses every arrow in the Celestial Empire, it is contingent upon our fletchers to construct them with the utmost care, and our archers to not waste even a single shot. Which means you get more ammo. Huh? At the end of your turn, have an income of at least 3,000. We currently have 400. And we'll get the Alchemist's Elixir of Venom. Right, new technology. Harmonic Discipline. Hero action cost reduction. Or more armor for Jade Warrior crossbows. I mean, I'm not going to say no to more armor. More armor is excellent.
To the people.
And now we can also do the Wujing Compass. The Wujing Compass harnesses the winds of magic to bring prosperity to Grand Cathay. Directing the compass fills the respective energy reserve. The greater the energy reserve, the larger the benefits are. However, the energy reserve in all directions will decay over time. So if we go with the Celestial Lake, then all of the buildings gain more money. Winds of Magic will also become stronger, which is good, because we use a fair amount of magic. Great Bastion is great for defensive stuff, which is good for Miaoling, but we're not doing that much defensive. So I think the Celestial Lake is going to be for us. Or the Dragon Emperor's Wrath, which increases control, but I feel like our control is now going to be good enough. So we'll do that one. I want that one.
Fire and metal.
And then we can go for the Shrine of the Alchemist, which to me sounds like a good plan, so let's do that. And this is the same garrisons we just fought, except this time we've got guns! Will I try to do a survival battle this stream? If we get to that? It's unlikely though. Because remember, we played for 6 hours with Miaoling and we got 17 turns in. Where did you get the Empire halberds in the Caravan? So my Caravan has a trait, which means he likes Western units, so he has some Western units. When did the game get released? 17th of February. I'm from the future. Ooh, this is a different setup again. This looks like one of the Nanban cities. Built up on a mountain. So there's an entrance here. Where are the control points? They are rather more difficult to get to. There's an entrance there, then you'd have to turn around. Entrance there, so we could hit this from 2 different flanks. There's one there, which would require going through that. In fact, is that the same one? No. This is an interesting city layout. I haven't seen this one before. Alright, let's put you guys there for a second. So we're gonna want to attack here.
Iron Hail Gunners!
With you two. And you two. Potentially with more support weapons, we shall see in a moment. There is also a thing there, so we're going to want to hit this entrance pretty hard. So let's put a second of you and Spearman as support. And in fact, this is one way through, and I think this is where my artillery is going to be set up. And probably the archers too, and probably the boss man himself. So this is where the big push is going to be. Because it effectively cuts their city in half. And we could launch another attack from there.
Jade Warriors!
So I think what I'm going to do is Jade Warrior plus the second Spearman plus the Alchemist. Although the other thing is there as well. So there's nothing really up here in the... Oh no, there's another one there. Yeah, that's going to need some extra support. So I think I'm going to put 2 Jade Warriors here as well. And then the Flyers... There. What have we got left? Nothing, because they're attacking that way. Okay, I think that's what I have got. Let's see where their deployments are. So they have some Jade Warrior crossbows, they have spears. They have indeed really buffed up the defenses of the center. Okay. My artillery is actually out of range. What you guys could do is go for those crossbows. Let's have you lot advancing. Why did they not? There you go. Should be everyone moving except for the knights. Which I think I'm going to bring over here. Bombardment! You have no gunners. So let's have you two attack them, and then have you lot try to get around the side. And you have been completely left on your own, so let's go and kill them.
Praise the dragon!
Set repositioning.
Yes! A bold strategy!
Peekaboo! It came from the sky.
Ready as always.
Bombardment!
Thoughts in harmony! Dragon Guard! Stone and steel!
Right, so I want one of these units. Which I think I'm going to say is going to be the Peasant Spears. Just going to take that. Shouldn't be anything else. No, that's not true.
Thoughts in harmony.
I was going to say there's not anyone else guarding against that, but actually there are. I'm building a tower there, which my rockets are going to need to destroy.
Dragon Guard! Zhang faithful!
Bring the archers in where they can be a bit more useful.
Spears! Never conquered! By celestial decree!
Move out in ordered ranks. Minds as one. Move in marching as one.
See if we can get you into a better firing position. We're a bit close, these spearmen.
Will of the dragons.
Here we go.
Acolyte of secrets.
The celestial faithful!
Order and balance. My elixirs are ready.
There's nothing up there for you. You may as well go to here, guys.
Defenders of Cathay! Irons as one! Send repositioning! Cavalry! Peasant spearmen! Bringing harmony!
Hello, General. And as soon as this has been captured by those peasant spears, all of these walls are going to come down. Tear down these walls.
Minds as one!
We've got some halberds coming in over there.
Defenders of Cathay! Set move as wind!
Move and repositioning.
Move in formation! Spears! Seeking repositioning!
Sorcerer of secrets.
Beautiful! Oh, I love those bombardment spells.
The Iron Wind!
I think that's probably one of the best aim spells I've ever done.
Faithful!
Even I impressed myself there.
What
Praise
Just
the
taking
dragon!
that, that's good.
Dragon Guard!
Dragon Guard, you guys really shouldn't be fighting halberds. That feels like a bad idea to me. Thankfully you're flying and you can just whoop, 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 whoop out of there.
Provided by ancestors! Sorcerous outcast!
Can we do it a second time? No, they moved. Boo! Warriors are fighting there. Do we have any other units around?
Vendors of Cathay!
It's a bit hard to see where all their units are because all the towers are so tall. There is actually a tower shooting at me from there. So let's go take it out. Although actually it's going to be destroyed as soon as we take this. So that's not worth doing.
Warpstone and steel!
Attack in unison!
Right, that's the center taken.
Shaper of steel! Might and metallurgy!
Thoughts in harmony! Save and disorder! For the Emperor!
Don't feel like you're actually facing the right way. Do I have gunners here? No, those are all Jade Warriors.
Dragon!
Oh, well, there's the victory anyway. Never did take that bit. That's an interesting city, that one. 70 losses. Nice. One of the gunners did well. 141 kills. Damn. Oh, that was against the, yeah, they murdered one of these units. Who are we fighting? Rebels. Mr. Separatist, tear down these walls! Stanko, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Fuyu Games, Corgi at IHOP. Corgi at the International House of Pancakes? What? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. That's an amazing name. So we got some money, we got some experience, we got the Shrieking Blade, which causes magical damage, and also causes fear and terror, so we might give that to the Alchemist. She got 95 kills. Yeah, she did. This blade was stolen from a tomb banshee while she sang a haunting nursery tale to a forgotten child. Now the blade sings too, and shrieks when it strikes a foe.
The Iron Dragon.
Right. I still don't 100% know what I want to do with you. I've not been using you as a dragon as much as I did with Miao Ying. And I kind of feel like the Alchemist is going to be doing most of the magic. Speaking of which, you can level up. Let's get Searing Doom. What's that do? It makes it cheaper, right? Oh no, this just gives me the Overcast, which just makes it a bigger area. Then the next level makes it cheaper and also increases the cooldown by 50%. Now here's the thing, if I trained Zhao Ming as a mage, we would get more magic. Because he can get Arcane Conduit magical reserves. And that Dragon's Breath has been really nice. Yeah, see, you already do magic damage. Go for the mage and let them support each other. Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. We're just going to need a lot of magic for this. And I would quite like to see what the constellation of the dragon is like. Alright, mage he is.
The gift of iron.
I really do like the Law of Metal, so that is fine for me. Right, well, next I think we're going to do some more training of units. Except there's nothing here I really want to train. Yeah, I'm not going to waste the money.
The dragon's love is in doubt.
Zhen Zhu, you are going to get... I'm going to have to go for the conscription office. I just want that extra control. How's the Caravan doing? Caravan is actually almost there. He's just 2 turns away. And that sounds fine to me. Okay. It's a good find, Katie. Bet as a player that city would be fun to defend. Yeah, I would imagine so. So that's what an IHOP is. Yeah, International House of Pancakes. One of the greatest restaurants that the United States has produced. And amusingly, they did try to export IHOPs to Britain, but they forgot to train the chefs in how to make pancakes, and it was a massive flop because all of the British chefs were trying to make like European style pancakes, which are much thinner and much bigger, but with batter from the US, which is meant for the big fluffy one, so it just came out as this just mush. And International House of Pancakes in Britain just collapsed because of the quality. Oh geez, yeah, again? The Caravan was being tracked, followed. After ringing into a defensive position and drawing weapons, the potential enemies emerged and turned out to be friends. I guess it's because we're just in such a friendly area. Which is a bit weird, because we're currently in the Ogre area. So we could get some more halberdiers, which actually sounds like a really good idea, because they are high-level units. We have loads of ranged units already. So, sword brothers! An old woman, garbed in peasant robes, beckons you over with a gnarled finger. Never breaking eye contact, she presses something into your hand, then bows and walks away. You make to discard the surely worthless trinket, then notice a silver moon inscribed upon it. The mark of the Empress. This golden sword gifts its user with foresight and speed in combat that no mortal should ever have. +3 melee attack and defense. Nice. And we are going over to Yang hard again.
I bow only before dragons.
The Iron Dragon.
You bow only before dragons, and we are the Iron Dragon. This seems like a match made in heaven.
Strike off the head!
Johnny Blaze, Zerian, Zhao Han Feng. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Big American breakfasts don't do so well in Europe. They would do well in Britain. They would do really well in Britain. Britain really likes their full English breakfasts. And American diner-style breakfasts versus full English, they're pretty damn similar. Canada's IHOPs. Yeah, if they just trained the IHOP people how to make decent pancakes, they would do very well here. I'm sure of it. They would see some competition, of course, from the regular cafes, but I'm pretty sure there's a demand. This is going to be a big map. Yes, this is one of the main cities. IHOP is nasty. Cracker Barrel or Denny's are much better. My only experience that I've had of Denny's was not great. I much prefer IHOP to Denny's. So my dad really likes IHOP, so whenever we're in the US, we always try to get an IHOP at least once per trip. You guys need some good old waffle houses. I agree. We do. Do the British like maple syrup? Heck yeah. And Rafriki, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Alright, so, ooh, they have Celestials. No lie, this is going to be a pretty difficult fight. But I really don't want Chengye getting more troops. So I think what we're going to do here, because we do have a lot of Jade Warriors. My Jade Warriors are good, so it's 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 close combat units. So I'm going to want 4 of those. We'll wait 4 turns, fine. And in those 4 turns they'll be taking attrition. They may even try to sally out, because there are so many of them. I kinda hope they do.
Duty and unity.
Meanwhile, the City of Monkeys can level up, and I think I would like you to do so that we can get the Jade Warrior crossbows. Oh, wasn't expecting that to be an end turn, but there we go.
A rival power desires a change in your mutual relations.
Miao Ying wants non-aggression, wants me to pay 300. You know what? That's a bargain. Considering they wanted me to pay like 4,000 last time. They attacked! Oh, brilliant! Ha ha ha! Okay, so by far and away the most dangerous are the Celestial Dragon Guards and the Celestial Dragon Crossbows. Crossbows probably more so. Followed by the Halberds, followed by the Crossbows. Who's going to have missile superiority? Them, massively. Except I have a rocket launcher. Oh, she offered me 300? Even better. Was that the Great Moor? Yep. There's a Waffle House index. How many of their restaurants are closed due to weather, etc. because they're famous for being emergency prepared. That's cool. I really do need to get out to Canada sometime soon. Unfortunately, the pandemic stopped me. I wanted to go out like last year to Canada, because as some of you who are longer-term viewers of the channel know that I was thinking of moving there. But the pandemic's basically just put a halt to all of my plans. But I want to go to Canada. I want to explore. Wait, is Waffle House US or Canadian? I was assuming it was Canadian. Oh, it's US. Oh, my bad. Come explore Australia. Australia's a bit too far away for me.
Thoughts in harmony.
And I could easily go to the US. The US is always an option, because I'm a US citizen. How much do I want to spread you out? Probably a bit more. Something like so. And we'll have the gunners. Probably something like this. Archers can sit in here.
Iron hail, gunners!
Flyers.
Sorcerer of secrets.
The Iron Dragon.
Start. Pause. Alright, all of you lot need to move forwards to about there. You need to move forwards to about there. You need to move forwards to about there. And you two need to move forwards to about there. And we will rearrange our units once you arrive in those allotted locations.
Rocket battery.
Cavalry! Move as wind! Wind and fire! It pleases the dragons! The dragons are...
No, don't waste your ammo on them. Stop!
Naturally. Rocket battery. Understood.
Wind and fire. With infinite pride.
The dragons ask.
In Father's name.
Defenders of Cathay!
Yes, blow up those Celestial Dragon Guard. They're not going to need them. Let's bring the flyers back, because they're clearly going to try to flank me.
Stone and steel! Stone and steel!
Iron hail gunners!
Gunners being shot. Let's pull you back until they're in range.
Dragon Guard! Marching as one! Defend the realm!
Alright, that's doing well. Peasant archers, jade crossbows. Jade crossbows, celestial.
Warriors! Iron hail gunners!
Alright, archers piling fire onto their archers.
Stone and steel!
Unfortunately, those jade crossbows are just out of my range.
Acolyte of secrets!
Without hesitation!
We're bombarding all of them, that's good.
Iron hail gunners!
Peasant archers! Restore order!
Get their
Harmonious
horsemen if you can. Got a nice little charge off there on their peasant horses, which I'm pretty happy with. Celestial crossbows being blasted by the big old artillery boomsticks. You are now ready to drop some bombs. I'd say you are as well, actually. Perfect. Flamethrowers. That's what we have.
cavalry! For the Emperor!
Sun Yang's faithful!
Looks like you guys are as good as dead. You're holding over there.
Hail gunners!
In fact, Iron Hail Guns, let's bring you over here and have you shooting into their flank.
Archers!
Stone and steel! Celestial fury! My elixirs are ready!
Iron wind.
Iron hail gunners!
Come on, gunners, let's get a move on.
Harmony!
Alright, those jade crossbows are getting obliterated. Great Langma riders are doing nice.
The Celestial Faithful! For Cathay!
Keep blasting those guys.
Shang Yang's faithful! Adrenaline!
Cavalry!
Just peasant archers. Go ahead and
Cathay!
hit those guys
Peasant
now.
archers!
Let's bring the archers over here.
Seeking Cathay's bows!
Right, are you in a position to burn some more people? I think you are, yes.
Sorceress fast!
Let's make that a double whammy. Okay, now you guys are in a good firing position. That's much better.
March in order the ranks!
They're out of ammo, that's fine. Because it looks like their guys are pretty much getting ready to run at this stage.
For the Moon Dragon!
Let's fly over.
Minds as one! Fight as one!
Iron hail gunners!
Metal and fire!
Looks like we could get another nice hit over here, I think. We do something like this. That really is never going to get old. And like the recasts are really fast.
Minds as one! Iron hail
Alright, they ranged units really don't like my gunners at all. So let's send the peasant archers over there and see if we can use them to deal. Ooh, you were beaten up by halberds. Bollocks. Hope you get away.
Warpstone and steel!
Lord of Shang!
Too late.
Thoughts in harmony.
Defenders of Cathay! Reap Shenyang sends us!
Peasant archers. Long spears. Move in formation. Move in Shenyang sends us. Stone and steel. Archers, whatever is required. Jade warriors! Repositioning!
Peasant spearmen!
Wind and fire!
Effective. You have another breath attack.
Fighters one!
Then charge into the shock that provides. You hit them in the back. You guys are doing your thing.
Defenders of Cathay!
They're running.
Peasant archers!
Finish off the archers, please. Oh, those are Celestials? Yeah, we definitely want them finished off.
Jade warriors!
The celestial faithful! Archers!
It pleases the dragons!
Guided by ancestors!
Warriors!
Oh, those are mine. Haha.
Smooth information! For the Emperor!
For Cathay!
Minds as one!
Peasant archers!
Man, those Celestials, good grief. 3 units of peasant archers and they still beat them. And they were basically dead.
Shaper of iron!
Ah, battle's over, so I can't turn you into a dragon now. Oh well.
Dragon guard!
Well, Dragon Guard, I have one job for you. Kill those Celestials. I'm actually really annoyed that they took as much damage as they did. Irritating. All because I let some halberdiers get among them. Fire rain rockets did really good. The archers actually did very well. Iron Hail gunners, underwhelming as kind of usual. Their range is just too short. And they don't have enough armor to be a short range gunner unit. Yeah, Celestial Dragons are very, very strong. Pyrrhic victory, but still a victory. So we lost 382. We still have 1,050 remaining. They have about 400. So we now massively outnumber them. So if we attack the walls with our siege towers, our front lines are actually the ones who lived the longest. Also, 200 kills, and he took basically no damage. I think it's because he had these two playing a support role behind you. The guns are maybe more of an ogre counter. Yeah, maybe. Crane gunners. Replace them with crane guns, then they'll be good. They're like the polar opposite. There's less men in the unit, but they're snipers. Oh yeah, he did get more kills than the mage. Loads of money. Forbidden Rod. Gained 3 levels. And I think I'm going to take the 11% replenishment here.
They shall mine Warpstone.
Ooh, there's Deathmaster Snikch. Jade's Lion Whisperer. There are calming words that can turn unbridled rage into placid compliance. This one knows them all. The likeness of the Guardian Lion, perfectly graven from this most desirable of materials and imbued with rage and power. Forbidden Rod. This marble and golden laced artifact can summon the winds of magic, but at a cost to the user. It's forbidden because it's basically blood magic. You sacrifice your health to gain more magic. Oh, it has 3 uses now. Could have sworn that used to only have 1. Okay. Forbidden Rod's a lot stronger than it used to be. Caravan arrived. Forbidden... On the turn that we get the Forbidden Rod, we now make 666 ducats a turn. Coincidence? Coincidence from the Vampire Dragon? The caravan, led by Vathame Teng, has sold their wares in Shattered Stone Bay. A cargo of 1,200 ducats was sold for 4,320. The caravan will now begin the return journey to your capital. The demand for trade goods in Shattered Stone has now been reduced, but will steadily increase over time. A strange item takes your interest on the market stalls Shattered Stone Bay. A keen-eyed ogre parts with it for a small sum. Ah. Yes, we had that before as well. The great bastion threat has increased. Chaos gathers at the Turtle Gate. An attack is imminent.
Strive for balance in all that you undertake. In unsettled times, it pays to maintain harmony amongst the competing forces of nature.
Construct 3 buildings that contribute to harmony. We'll gain some money and we'll also gain a Moor shard. That's rather Moorish. Alright, so we're going to need to hire a second caravan while this guy is returning to the capital, which will take him a few turns. So, who's available? We've got Humbleborn. Additional peasant unit, casualty replenishment plus 9% for peasant long spearmen, peasant archers and peasant horsemen. Or Dragon Blooded. This caravan's army has an additional celestial unit, and Celestial Dragon Guard have 20 armor when in this army. I'm going to go with Shouju. That's only 1 free unit though. 9% replenishment for those peasants is pretty good. You have a lot of them. They're twins. I think they all look the same. There's only 1 portrait for them. As this lord, can you just ignore the wall attacks? You probably shouldn't, but early in the game, because again, we're only on turn 7. Yes. We just need to keep half an eye on how Miao Ying is doing. Peasants are bad. Yeah. We're going to go Dragon Blooded. Those Celestials are just too good. Okay, so your objective, I think, is going to be here. Wait, that's not an end node. Yes, it is. There we go. There. Whoops, no. Wrong button. What I meant to do was that one. Increase the amount of money that we will earn. 4,392 sounds good to me. This is going to the Bear Sonlings. Frozen Landing. Trading with Norska. I can't see how this could possibly go wrong. Is there upkeep on the caravans? Nope. Right, the other thing I need to do is rename you. Right. Roll the dice. Who are we going to name this character after? Go. Number 5. I have a feeling that's come up already. Yes. Number 2. Kalinicus. Kalinicus Zhu. So it's going to take you 5 turns to get down there. Cool. Okay. I am a little bit concerned by this army coming in. Our army's not going to be far away, but if I can take Shanyang
Might of Shangyang!
in a hurry. Ah, yes, you guys have leveled up a bunch. Well, we 100% want to upgrade Dragon's Breath, because I really like that spell. So we're going to double tap that, and then I think the third point can go into Glittering Robe to get you some of the armor buff.
Power.
And the Alchemist,
Power.
you're going to upgrade Searing Doom, because that spell is amazing. And then also increase mobility, so we can move a bit further.
Wrath of Shaman!
Alright, so we got one siege tower finished. They have 2 units of crossbows. Ah, the Celestial Guard survived. Not the crossbows, just the guard. Tiny unit of cavalry and then some archers. It's expecting a decisive victory. If I do this, does anyone die? Except I kind of want to see what the city looks like. Let's do it. In Warhammer lore, the Norskans are well known for their peaceful trading with both Empire and Bretonnia. Yeah, I think the Norska are just kind of like the Vikings. They have a really bad rep. It's only the chaos-infected ones, which I think are more northern. But this is going to be a big get. Alright. Risk magic for more favourable winds. 16 magic's actually pretty decent, although our power limit is now 80. 16 out of 80 feels low. We'll risk it. There we go. Okay. So I think
forces are lined up and ready to attack. The enemy fortifications are formidable, but with perseverance they may be overcome. Drive out the foe and claim this place for yourself.
I think for this one I want to attack on basically as wide a front as possible, just to deny them the walls and the towers. Or we attack in one precision attack and deal with towers the least. Especially as we have rocket launchers, we can probably try to destroy some of those towers. Though rocket launchers are nowhere near as good at taking out buildings as cannon are. Games Workshop has kind of forgotten completely about the non-chaos worshipping Norskans. Yeah, I agree with that. There should be a bit of a civil war almost going on between those who are pro-chaos and those who aren't. Anyway, I'm going to take a very quick 3-minute break. If you need to take a break, I would recommend you do so now. Go grab a drink, stretch your legs, do what you got to do. I will run an advert while I'm not here, because I might as well, because I'm not here. So 3 minutes, everyone. And then we shall see how this first attack on a major city goes. Axe Madman, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Right, let me just make sure I have the break stuff set up correct. I do now. Alright, 3 minutes, everyone, 3 minutes. Alright, I am back again. Just going to bring things back to the game, which should just be... not that. Wrong buttons are being pressed all over the place. There we go. Beautiful. There was a question. Do you get balloons with this faction? It took me a minute to work out what you meant by balloon. B-L-O-O-N. Do you get balloons? No. Well, see it. Yeah, sorry. Yes, you do. You don't start with it because we're still Cathay. So it's not like Zhao Ming, whose special unit is the balloons. Instead, we have the flying knights, who have been pretty good. I've been impressed by them. But no, we don't have a balloon yet. Right.
Yes!
Let's pull our troops back and then make a decision about how exactly we want to approach this. Because interestingly, it looks like there's no actual towers defending like this main entrance. Although you have layer upon layer of territories that, or areas that can just shoot down at you. And then ultimately a big fight here, I guess.
Lord of Shang.
And if you go into dragon form, you can become a siege attacker. I don't know if those towers would necessarily be able to hit us. There might be some defensive towers here. We don't have a battering ram is the other thing. It would take us a little while to destroy that. And we don't have anything that requires gates. So I feel like an attack maybe here, and possibly a secondary attack against that would work. I'm really curious about attacking this. They don't have very many archers left, and if they do, I can just nuke them.
Jade warriors!
Can you get a sieged out a hero, I wonder? Don't know.
Defenders of Cathay!
Well, one way to find out, I guess. Actually, you know what? Let's put the peasant spears in the front, and they can absorb any fire that there might come. Like, I don't know if these are like indestructible towers or something.
Archers!
Order and balance. Cavalry. Iron Hail Gunners. Sun Yang's faithful.
In Father's name!
Warriors! Wind and fire!
Alright, we're going for the middle. Oh, they have no troops on the walls. They're not going to get the towers from this. Right, you can attack the wall as is. So can you. You can get siege towers on those walls. Interesting.
The siege weapons are in position, my lord, and are ready to begin their assault. Begin your advance.
For Cathay!
Then again, rockets might actually knock out this gatehouse in like one volley. That's probably close enough.
Attack in unison.
You know what?
Celestial Fury!
Keep going. This is fine.
Of iron!
Order!
Alchemist supreme!
Minds as one. Acolyte of secrets.
Okay, I have to say that this section of the city seems to be a massive weak point. Unless you have copious numbers of archers to position up there.
Shaper of iron! Let destruction reign! I will! Feng Shui!
And now that age-old fight. Astronomy versus alchemy. Feeling the alchemist will win. Nope, you killed him. Nice.
Atomize them!
Ah! How about we do it from behind? There we go. Behold! The dragon!
Die! The art of Yang!
I did say, behold, the dragon. Oh, he can steal dragon's breath in this shape. Ha ha ha! Okay. That's really good to know. Bombardment's always worked on walls. It's one of the reasons it was so strong. I don't even know what they even have left. I didn't even deploy half of my army. Okay, there's tower there, so you can have both towers shooting down into here. I guess that's where the potential risk comes from. That's the Celestial Guard. There's the victory. Apparently they didn't like the fact that there's a dragon suddenly amongst them. They said they answer only to the dragon, and then the dragon appeared, and they were like, okay, we answer to you. We cool? We cool. 45 losses. Not too shabby. I love that the Celestial Guard just did nothing. They're like, we will hold the exit until the dragon comes, then we bow to him. We were the honor guard all along. Didn't level up though. Yes, I think I would like to take the city.
Celestial Empire.
Featherfoe talk. We're getting a lot of anti-flyer buffs.
The Iron Dragon.
Right. Can you recruit something else? We've got Snikch coming in. So I'm thinking maybe we want to get some just cheapo peasants just to hold the line. Meanwhile, the Caravan Master, the Thyme, leveled up. And my thinking is probably more cargo capacity will just double down on that.
Our supremacy is assured.
Time for a second general? Nah, our economy is nowhere near strong enough. We only actually control, like, 5 cities. And we've done 0 economy upgrades. Kurgan Warband destroyed. City of Monkeys has been attacked. I think I can actually get to relieve it in 1 turn. Let's take a look. There's Kalinicus. No, I can't. Take me another turn after this.
Not now. Ruler of the Sky Road.
Go across the desert. We could be there very quickly. If we go here, then we wouldn't be able to recruiting anyone else, but we only have 1 spot left, so that's fine. Run! Next turn we'll be there.
Willing participants.
Grab another peasant spear. Oh yeah, Shanyang. Has this become my new capital? No. Oh, I think that just means it's the provincial capital. Yeah, it does. Alright, so, what is the landmark here? The Great Embassy. Ambassadors from the other nations are housed in separate compounds within the Great Embassy of Shanyang, for that is where the route west begins, or the east ends. Allegiance points gained. Income, diplomatic relations with all factions, the income from trade faction-wide. What's allegiance points? Oh, it's the, yeah, if you have a vassal or an ally, you can cash in allegiance points either for mercenary units or for telling them to go after things. I remember. And then we've got the wares market here. Which is this line. Which is the income generated as opposed to the income from trade. I think I'd rather have the income from trade, because these are all Yang buildings. I really don't want Yang. Yang is already too big. We're at level 6 now. Meanwhile, is control turning around? No, because our harmony is so bad. Sort out the harmony, and we sort out a lot of other things.
No.
Is Snikch going to attack, or am I going to be able to relieve this city? They kind of have to attack. No, he's running. He knows the dragon is after him. He's like, nope! I think I can still catch you. I move pretty quickly. Malkrad! There is a stench in the air, the unmistakable aroma of cooking bones. A band of ogres burst forth, drool dripping from their mouths. They look on hungrily at your retinue. Their leader shouts out his demand. They'll let you pass if they can eat some of your meat. And they don't mean the cargo. Alright, so there's 1 unit of man-eaters, 4 units of noblars, and then slaughtermaster of beasts. No sabres this time. And we could say no and then lose 1 of our peasant spears. No, we will fight them. Man-eaters are shooters, I think. Pretty sure they're the shooters. Hemister, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And Llewellyn wants me to drink some tea. Lovely jubbly. And we aren't defending this because that would be too easy. That looks to me like a nice little overwatch position here. Your range is 160. We want you in as square a formation as possible so you can turn on a dime. And then basically the same for the peasant archers. Let's turn you two around.
Archers!
Or
order and
put them
balance.
in the middle.
Archers!
Crossbowmen!
Better. Okay, then we will put... Oh, we do have 2 celestial units. Okay, brilliant. We'll have a formation, something like this.
Dragon crossbows!
Minds as one!
However...
Dragon Guard!
Learning from my mistake last time that ogres have a lot of unit mass and they can just punch through.
Wind and fire!
We're going to make these guys much deeper formations.
Long spears!
Shenyang's faithful!
No mind sharper.
With you there. Alright.
The Celestial Faithful!
Spears! Zhang faithful!
Commander of cities, fear not death's embrace, for it is the embrace of your loving ancestors.
Right, where are the man-eaters? Those are all Noblars. Those are the man-eaters. No, they're not gunners.
Peasant archers! Stone and steel! The dragons ask!
They are slow but deadly!
For Cathay!
It's basically just bouncing off of these guys. They are taking damage. They'll be up against the Alberts soon enough. These are large. They are braced. No easy smash through this time, I'm afraid. Although he's bloody well trying.
Thoughts in harmony!
Alright, make sure they're dead so they don't come back again. When that's done, shoot them.
Celestial decree! Archers!
Oh, he just got through. He's like, took too long.
Defenders of Cathay!
For the moon dragon!
I'd say that went pretty well.
The Emperor's will!
Praise the dragons! For Cathay!
On to command!
Meanwhile, Kalinicus is just like... My line held. It's fine. Do they say Dwagons? I think they did just say Dwagon, yes. We lost 10. They lost 279. Professional tactician win 50 battles during a single campaign. The Blue Dwagon! Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. He just wanted some toothpicks. Now he has enough, he's leaving. Imagine that. Using crossbow bolts as toothpicks. I mean, if there's anything that sounds appropriately ogre-ish, that would definitely be one of them. Or spears. Now, spears would be too big, even for an ogre, but... yeah, crossbow bolt, that definitely sounds right. It was the two ogre units we killed. The Noblars were like, it's fine. Go on, get out of here. This time, 0%. 0% replenished. So I think I'll just take the money. Well, we got an invasion going on. Technology research. Strike fast, strike hard, no mercy. Is a fine mantra, but futile should the enemy feel similarly. Defences of equal import and uncannily lightweight alchemical steel shall provide it. We got +1 yin, and we got some more armour for Jade Warrior crossbows and Jade Warrior crossbows with shields. The Great Bastion threat level has reached its maximum. The forces amassed beyond the wall attack. Right, question. Can you reach Snikch? Where are you going to go? Taiju?
I did, but your mom.
So we're going to go and be a bit sneaky.
Scope, Shadow, the Celestial Blacksmith.
Alright, so we can now get Harmonic Discipline, which is another yin point, which we need. Yep, keep going those yin points. We're down to 3. Zhen Wu can now upgrade. I think I would like it to do so. Shanyang and Shrine of the Alchemist can now build their things. So, Shanyang can get Spice Market. Done. Shrine of the Alchemist can get a hunting camp. Done. We trade with lots of people. Although control here is still going to be something of a problem. How's control with these guys? It's now +5. Still rising. No, it's gaining +5. It is currently -46. Meanwhile, Kalinicus leveled up. I would like you to get some hidden stores, please.
A tool of great efficiency.
Oh, and there's the Noblars. Malbob's army.
The Warpstone Desert yields.
Let's see what Snikch does. Hi! How's it going? Oh man, this is going to be an absolute butchery. Game looks great, enjoying the stream. In that last battle you positioned your archers too close to the infantry, they couldn't shoot. The bow icon above the unit card turns red when this happens. Yeah, I know. At that point, there was going to be a close combat battle anyway. I wanted the crossbows as close to the infantry as possible so they could get as many shots off before the enemy closed. My main goal there was killing the ogres. Which we did. That army has absolutely nothing of value, that's surprising. Not really. In this he's not a legendary lord. Actually, I don't know how that works with Snikch, because he has legendary lord attributes. So maybe he is. He just doesn't start with unique units? Don't know. That's a long way up. That's even further up. Oh my gosh, I can actually get up here. I'm on top of the world! There we go, now I'm on top of the world. The scenery in this game is incredible, yeah, I agree with that. Ah! I was just thinking that this soundtrack is really good. Right, that is shallow water. That's a bit of a shame. And they're kind of caught with their backs to this river. Do I have enough troops, I wonder, to just completely surround them? I mean, from this side. So the dangerous units are there. The Night Runners, Skaven Slave Slingers. Clyrax Spears! So if we go... you there.
The Celestial Faithful!
Warriors!
Minds as one! Jade Warriors!
Stone and steel! Jade Warriors! Long spears! Never conquer! Order and balance!
So we get pretty damn close. So much so that I think I'm actually going to tell you lot just to move across a bit.
Spears! Praise the dragons!
Warriors!
The Celestial Faithful! Praise the dragons! Minds as one! Stone and steel! Stone and steel!
Minds as one!
Sinyang's faithful.
Huzzah!
Spears! Stone and steel!
Alright, that'll do. And these can basically move down to cover this while the rest of this army surges forwards.
Never conquered.
I guess we can put gunners up here.
Iron Hail Gunners!
And here. Though gunners have often had trouble on this kind of map. Archers will put just behind you. They can cover most of that.
Rocket battery!
Rockets! Are in range of pretty much everything.
Dragon Guard!
Horses are going to go there.
The Iron Dragon!
Alright, and their escape location is here. So that's what I need to stop them reaching. And that's probably the direction that they will try to run in.
Defenders of Cathay!
So maybe I should have you lot there. Yeah, that's better. And then the flyers we'll put here. I'm going to put the dragon over here as well.
Praise the dragons!
Bomb him. Let the herding commence.
Battle is a stone of the path to enlightenment. Let your spirit soar!
Defend the realm!
Lord
Snikch is just
Shang
like, I'm out of here. Bye, losers.
Order and balance.
I put these guys in the wrong place. They should have been on that side. It really is. Just like, nope. I'm out. Peace.
Defenders of Cathay!
Peasant spearmen! Wind and fire!
Shaper of iron!
Stone and steel. Warriors!
Shenyang's faithful! Restore order! Yes! Defend the realm! Harmonious rock! Wind and fire!
Wind and fire! We obey!
There's definitely going to be some friendly fire here. There's nothing I can really do about it.
In Father's name!
Unfortunately, Skaven are very good at one thing, and that is running away. And there ain't nothing I can really do about it.
Attack in unison!
Rocket battery!
Warriors!
Mordred killed more of his own troops than they did. Oh, yeah, undoubtedly. Killed about 50. I think they probably killed maybe 3.
Cavalry! We obey!
Sorcerer of sequence!
Yeah, you're out of range. Too bad. $63 losses. They inflicted 1, 2. I overestimated. I said 3. They actually got 2. 61 were friendly fires. Bossman got 324. Rockets got 200. Yeah, I should have put the blockers on the other side. That was a mistake on my part. I wasn't expecting them to just run. Just straight away run. Like, so many escaped. There are still 2,000 alive. I killed 1,000. There are still 2,000 remaining. Bloody Skaven. Well, I can get a little bit of replenishment at least. Wait, that says 3%, but this is healing a lot more than 3%.
In labor, they shall find purpose.
I want to see if I actually got that or if it's just the UI that's not showing it properly. They're force marching. Are they going to get stuck in the river? Because they didn't go across the bridge. Water snake breeder. The deadly water snakes are bred for their size, speed, and poisonous venom that can fell a giant in an instant. Deathmaster by nature. Yes, he was a legendary. It would appear that the Eshin's infamous chief assassin has been decisively defeated, the victim of his own malice. And we now have an invisible dragon. An invisible vampiric dragon. Scrawled upon the power scroll are the runes to boost the power of a single spell. Use it wisely. Carry out a successful assassination, wound or kill of a character belonging to the following enemies, the rebel lords. And we'll get the Shield of Nangao, which is pretty good. Oh, as long as you're not flying. Good for the alchemist.
The Iron Dragon.
Right. Did we just heal maximum? Yeah, there is definitely something up with the replenishment. So we just healed full 12 knights. So we want to get Glittering Robe. Oh, I need to spend 5 points in this? And we'll get evasion.
Power. Such power!
You need 4 points in that one. Metal shifting. It takes you a little bit longer to cast your spells. That one makes more sense. Although it's not length of time spent, because you cast your spell, then you have 12 seconds of the boost. Yeah, it's fine. Right.
Lord of the Jade Swarm. There is a way. Glorious bloodletting.
Hello, Snikch. You failed to escape, and now you're force marching. If I win this, you're dead. We will fight them! Aye, Boyarin, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Do not provoke. Thank you for the follow. Elson coming in with a 47-month resubscription. You are very, very close to the 4-year resub, which is kind of crazy. I was hoping the Iron Dragon from the cinematic was a choice. How do you mean a choice? As in someone you could play as? Because that's who this is. I think replenishment percentage is allocated based on need. I thought it was 3% of your full unit. Replenishment was correct. You have 2,000 forces. 3% is 63. But this unit was down to about 3,000 hit points. That's what gets fixed, isn't it? Methus Bukal, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the replenishment's off. Like, I've played enough of Warhammer games, I know how replenishment works. At least by sight, even if I don't mathematically know how it works. And this doesn't feel right. This feels very, very off. Alright, so, Snikch has actually got us on a river crossing point. Which is fine, actually. I'm flipping Cathay. I love choke points. Come at me, bro.
Jade Warriors.
Alright, so how do we want to do this?
Order and balance. Thoughts in harmony.
Defenders of Cathay.
Let's
Warriors!
take, say, 3 of you there.
Never conquered!
Stone and steel.
No.
Warriors.
We'll do 3 on the bottom, 4 on the other 2.
Long spears. Wind and fire.
Because it looks like the bottom line has the least people there. Although looks can, of course, be deceiving. Do we have somewhere where these gunners are going to be effective? Yes, here. And the archers we'll put here in the center, probably just on top. No, we'll Put them there so that we can put the rocket launcher there.
Lord of Shang.
Dragon can go on this side. Alchemist can go there. Cavalry can go there. 20 magic is fantastic. Let's try and get them right on the coast. Because they're little rat dudes, they're not going to do very well in water.
Embrace harmony. Fight in unison. Chase fear from your mind. This is our way.
Alright. It looks like I'm going to get to the
celestial faithful.
good fighting spot.
Praise the dragon!
To fire into this. This is just too tempting not to.
Master Metallurgist.
In Father's name!
"89 kills, just like that." Here comes the artillery barrage.
Never conquered.
Harmonious roar! Stone and steel!
Wind and fire!
Wind and fire!
Gone already.
Iron Dragon!
Rocket battery!
The Emperor's will! Peasant archers!
Blink and you'll miss it.
Dragon guard! For the Emperor!
I need to be very careful, otherwise I'm going to just hit my own guys.
Got repositioning!
Yes!
How many kills? 680.
Warpstone and steel!
You think you're going to escape? Oh, you turned around, you wimps. I mean, it's the opposite of being wimps. He turned around because you want to get back into the fight, but still! Grrr!
An acceptable journey.
Oh, there's Snikch.
Stone and steel! Alchemist supreme! Elemental wrath!
So there's one thing that Snikch is not very good at, and that's fighting against groups. Let's drop his armor. 0 armor. He's very good at killing single characters, so I think you're just going to stand on the other side of the river and just watch.
Dragon Guard! Marching as one! Will of the Dragon!
Oh, jeez. Stop shooting!
Jade Warriors!
I think he probably just killed more of my own side. Yep. Come on, take him down. Take him down. Oh, is he? No, he's not. I thought he was bugged out like we've seen before, where they just don't take damage. That was not the case. He is taking damage, just not a lot of it. Oh, he's off. He's off. Wait, I told you to attack. Okay, you are attacking. Just not very quickly at all. He escaped again! 74 losses. Now, Snikch actually killed 40. So that's 49, 59, 62... No, 61. 66. So actually my artillery barrage didn't kill that many. 179 kills for him, 693 for the rocket artillery. Cavalry got 160. The peasant archers all got more than 70. Okay. That's what happens when you deal with an army of Skaven slaves. What nonsense is this, playing Warhammer 3? Are you from the future? Yes. Yes, I am. Yeah, it's a well-known bug that nobody can hit leader if they're completely surrounded. But it's not the same bug that we had day before yesterday when we had the Demon Prince trying to stomp on a single character and was just doing no damage. Okay. Do we want the replenishment? I mean, we might as well.
Test subjects. Wild.
And that's the way. You kill Snikch. These ancient relics chart the stars over Cathay for centuries to come and are able to help their users predict the future. Winter magic cost minus 10% for overcast, miscast base chance minus 15. I think. That's actually a difficult. Who do I give that to? It's a good item.
Dragon children.
I'm gonna keep the Forbidden Rod on you because you can regenerate. So I guess that means you get it. Yeah, Earthing Rod I've never used. I'll give you that one instead. Although the Sky Titan Relic would also be nice. If we had another character that we could give that to, then I would. But we've been getting a lot of really good arcane items. Oh, actually, speaking of which, we have a bunch of swords and things we can give out. So the Charm Shield for you, which gives... Oh wait, Zhao Ming's using that, never mind. Gold Sigil Sword, that would be better for... Kalinicus? No, Vathaim, he's a higher level. And then Featherfoe Torque. He's good against flyers. Well, somebody may as well use it. Okay. Right then. Where's that symbol pointing to? Oh.
Where is the promised unity?
So the City of Monkeys can now upgrade to the dormitory, which I think sounds like a very good idea. You can also get the grazing pastures. which I think sounds like a good idea. You are still under building stuff. Okay. Well, I think that I need to go over to Tide Zoo, because I'm guessing that's where Snikch is hiding. It's the only ruin I can see, then after that we need to go for the Tower of Abshare. Tide Zoo is also in this region, so yeah. Pretty sure that's where Snikch's faction are.
I bring you glory, father! This way!
Meanwhile, we're at 3 Yang still. Wait, what? I just realised what this is asking me to do. Carry out a successful assassination of a character belonging to any of the following enemies of the Rebel Lords. So you want me to try and assassinate the sister? That's the wrong way around. Yeah, you want me to assassinate the northern provinces of Sarthoriel's Watchers. However, one thing I should take a look at actually is diplomacy. Rebel Lords I don't really care about. The Imperial Wardens, however, I do.
I appreciate your continued reverence.
You're going to pay me for the honour of trading with me, having a non-aggression pact, and military access. Perfect.
Ready to defend.
Northern provinces, you're going to give me a military access. We are really close to getting a defensive alliance. And you know what? I think I would like to work our way towards that. What do you need? 1,700 ducats? I'm rich, so sure.
For the Emperor's honor.
Okay, so we are now allied to them. I'm going to murder them. They're my friends. And Burning Wind Nomads.
Of the Nine.
Relations now high. We can get all of those. You pay me for the honor. Propose. This automatically balance peace deals, or automatically balanced diplomacy is flipping fantastic. It's really nice. Okay, so we are now very positive with the other good guy Cathay factions. We just need to try to get to the position where we can get an alliance with them. And considering how much our diplo relations are now rising, that's not going to be too long away. Which is rather good. And Thunderguts likes us because we were trading with them. We might want to try to befriend an Ogre faction. Goldtooth looks like it might be a good option.
Must feast!
Because he's 3rd strength overall.
You here to pay me tribute or what?
Well, what would Thunderguts need?
Carve and grind. The Moor will decree if you're an ally or me for carving.
Well, seeing as the Moor is like my next door neighbour, I'm sure we cool. Where is it? There it is. See, this is me. That's the Moor. I always assumed that was way further south than it actually is. Goldtooth looks like a tropical Santa.
The overtime.
He kind of does, actually. I totally see what you mean. Can you trade with the dwarves? Have I seen any? I mean, I definitely could if I've met any. Greenskins, Cathay. We haven't met dwarves yet. In the Miao Ying campaign we did, we met dwarves and we traded them for all of 1 turn before they got wiped out. So there are some eastern dwarves somewhere. And just FYI, this map's a lot bigger than you would think, because if we go all the way over here, you would see this is the Caravan trading route. And we are currently trading mostly with our immediate neighbours, trying to get down into the Ogre territories. But you can go over here to Norska, you can go over here, that's also Norska, but if you go even further across... Oh, what's this? Druzhina Enclave, that's going to be... Kislev. Oh, what's this? Reichland. Oh, that's going to be Altdorf. Oh, who's this? Marienburg. And all of this is actually on the map. You can get there. And something I would definitely like to see is what the new siege map for Altdorf looks like. There should be one. The game may evolve, but the grudges are never forgotten. Ah, right. We can now build an outpost in Nangao, of course, which is a new diplomatic setup you can do. Outposts will start generating you allegiance, which you then can cash in on getting your ally to help you in wars. You can basically say, right, this is the target, this is the allegiance I'm going to give you to do that. Or alternatively, you can start recruiting units from them. Yes, that means if you get an alliance with another faction, you can start recruiting their units. So for example, if we did find some dwarves, butter them up, get a alliance with them, and then build an outpost there, we can start hiring dwarven units. But we're going to go ahead and start an outpost construction in Miaoying because we have access to Nangao, and that sounds like a really good move. Awesome. Oh. Forward position. Construct an allied outpost in a military ally settlement. If you outpost the ogres, you get the best units in the game. I mean, that's arguable, but we get very, very cheap ogre units because we are Zhao Ming. As a faction default, we get their units 25% cheaper, and I think we can get that down to like 75% cheaper with all the modifiers we can stack. Any reason why trade routes don't reveal the map? I think they do. Look, you can see that we're starting to get a couple of little tendrils going southwards. I know that in the Miaoying game that I did, I could see a lot further from trade. We are starting to meet a few people down there. Right, Shanyang is ready to upgrade, and Shanyang I would very much like to have upgrade because then it will be more defensive. Meanwhile, Bossman, you need to head over to Taizu before Eshin gets the chance to build up too much. And then back in the home base, there is nothing else buildable. That's pretty much all I can do. Onwards and upwards. That's actually a pretty good deal. Trade agreement for 770 ducats, and that's going to start improving relations between us. Done. Now, the northern provinces are going to be very busy because the gate breaches, although they've taken the Snake Gate back. They have already done that, that's good. They haven't taken the mines of Nanyang, mind, but they have taken the gate. Which, honestly, in order of priority for them, is probably the higher priority. Secure the Great Bastion. It's not what I did in my game, but it's probably a good choice. Are there any information? Is there any official information about Mortal Empire's map? No, not yet. Ally begins construction, so just like we can build outposts in their territories, they are returning the favour and building one in ours. Caravan completed. The caravan led by Kalinicus Zhu has sold their wares in the Frozen Landing. A cargo of 1,200 has been sold for 4,600, so we've quadrupled our money. This caravan will now begin the return journey home to the capital. As your caravan made a swift exit from Frozen Landing, a hag pushes a cloth parcel into your trader's hands. So we now have the Frostworm Skull, which will give us missile resistance 4% for every unit in the army. And then we can also Vanguard everyone, which is a really powerful ability. The Savage Blow. Many conflicts are won or lost through the strength of their first vicious charge. Men are sent flying from the battlefield, often in pieces, even before the savagery of melee begins. A well-timed charge shatters enemy morale as well as bodies. Blood and sweat may coat the victors, but victory is always gained in the colours such as these. Those at the head of the charge seek ever greater thrills over more bloodshed. As the battles become bigger, the body count grows higher, and the trickles of blood become ever-flowing rivers of red. Blood for the blood god! Blood for the blood god! Right, Unsung D can level up, and I think I would like you to get Glittering Robe. We'll just get a couple of the buffs unlocked for you.
Lord of the Jade Swan.
Continue moving. Right, do I want to give that helmet to one of these two? So you're currently using the Charmed Shield. Whereas Unsung doesn't actually have any armor yet. You may as well get the Frost Skull. Yeah, because Kalinicus has got it right now, and I don't really want that to be given to one of the Caravan guys. Meanwhile, Kalinicus has actually leveled up. And just like the time, we're going to give you some more cargo capacity, which doubles down with my own bonus.
Fire and metal.
And Verthaim is ready for a trade deal. So I think we should try to go a little bit further out. So let's see if we can get to here. We're basically trying to discover more and more trade routes. Although this is a really big army. You probably could make it to Sylvania if we tried. You know what? You're expecting that to take 9 turns. How long would that be? 5. So it's double the time. Well, this better be double the experience. Do it. He's a really strong Caravan, so if anyone can make it, it's him.
No more.
Meanwhile, City of Monkeys has leveled up, so we can upgrade the livestock pens. And also the Temple of Yang. We are gaining positive control here still, that's good. Is there anything else that can go up to tier 3? Any of these? Now, we are starting to do a lot of trade, and I would like the income from trade faction-wide buff. Which is also another yin buff, so yeah, we'll do that, because we really need more yin. We are still plus 3 yang.
Upon my boots!
You are just outside of Taiju. So close, and yet so far.
The Lord of the Jade Swan gladly receives you.
You want to call me into a war, don't you? Against the Rebel Lords. You know what? I'll accept that, because it may cancel that silly mission. And also gives me a route for expansion westwards. Duke Silverose coming in with a 47-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there as well. Silverose, very much appreciate that. SCG Rogue, thank you for the follow. Benidum. Methos Bukal Iboyarin, thank you very much for the follows. Merkaba and Baumrat, thank you very much for the follows. Technology researched, harmonic discipline. Patience, planning, and practice. This is the way of Yin. Obey this creed always, and we shall move as the night wind, silent, graceful, and unimpeded by any obstacle. Right, so now we can get the Grace of Kuai Yin, which will give us Banner of the Moon, which gives Stalk to a single unit, or Harmonic Mastery, which will give income from cities plus 10. I like the idea of getting some more money, so let's do that.
My gift to the people, the Celestial Blacksmith, driven by rage.
Oh my gosh, there's Skaven here. Garth! Garth must fall. However, there's only 4 minutes of this stream left, and I can't really afford to go over because we are limited in how much we're allowed to stream this game per week. We're on a counter. So we're going to save this one here, and I think we will revisit this from this point forwards, hopefully finishing off Clan Eshin and securing ourselves in the Warpstone Desert and preparing for further expansion from there. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. This is now the 4th campaign that I've done. So we've got one going with Miao Ying, we've got one going with Zhao Ming, we've got one going with the Demon Prince, and also one going with Skarbrand, the exile from Khorne. We are going to be posting up a poll over on the Discord. If someone wants to link the Discord, that would be fantastic. Just ! Discord. And check out the poll section, because we need to decide which campaign we want to continue from now. So next Thursday is when the next embargo is up. From that point on, I can play as other characters. But for now, those are my 4 choices. We are streaming again tomorrow. That's going to be the 2nd stream, so 10 PM until 2 AM. And we need to decide basically which of those campaigns we wish to continue. Any plan to visit Kaiserreich update soon? At some point, I don't know when exactly. So the first stream tomorrow at 5 PM is going to be Hearts of Iron, but Kaiserreich only just got the update, and I'm fairly sure there will be bugs. I want to give them time to iron that out. So I'll need to have a think about what exactly I want to do tomorrow. But for the time being, we're going to be doing something. But after that, the big stream, the important one, which I'm talking about right now, more Total War Warhammer, and I would absolutely love to see you guys come join us for that. If you want to see how any of those campaigns have gone, if you missed any of that content, I am uploading all of my gameplay footage over on YouTube, so you can go to youtube.com/Mordred Viking. And I just noticed that nobody did the Discord thing, so there's the Discord thing. You can go over to youtube.com/Mordred Viking, which is where those are being uploaded. So again, Miao Ying, Skarbrand and Demon Prince are already up. I will be posting up Zhao Ming sometime tomorrow. Is there anything else I need to say? Oh yes, if you want to support the channel and everything I do, then please do consider subscribing. You can subscribe here on Twitch, or you can also check out my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/Mordred Viking. As I said, I have a YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/Mordred Viking, and then also the Discord, which is where the community hangs out and where that poll will be. In fact, you know what? I'm going to write that poll up now. Just so you guys all know it is there, and you can head over and vote on it before everybody forgets. So, which faction to continue in Total War Warhammer 3? Question mark. And the options are Miao Ying, Zhao Ming, Skarbrand, and Demon Prince. Then I need an emote for each one, so Miao Ying is going to be... what's Miao good at? Hitting stuff, shooting stuff, artillery. You can be the go-kart. That's the most technologically advanced thing I've... No, the go-kart should be the Demon Prince, because he's got... No, Skarbrand should be that. Because Skarbrand's got motorbikes. Yes, you heard that right. There are motorbikes in the game. Then Zhao Ming is definitely going to be... Kong Rong, because he's the trader. Miao Ying is going to be the peasant, because she's a human faction. And then the Demon Prince being completely customizable, and basically the entire campaign is going to be Wrangle, because that's all you need for that entire faction. Okay, so those are going to be the 4 choices. Those are going to be up there. I'm just going to add the reactions in order before other people start voting. Zhao Ming was Kong Rong, then Skarbrand, and then Wrangle. So head on over to the Discord, which you can find again at this link right here. Head over to the poll section. Choose which of those 4 campaigns you would like to see going forwards from the stream tomorrow, 10 PM. And we shall go from there. Thank you everyone for watching. We should go and find somebody to raid. Let's see who else is streaming. Is anyone else doing Total War Warhammer? Let's have a look. Warhammer 3. Fine, I guess I have to put that in as Total War Warhammer. There we go. Nope, I am the only one. Okay, fantastic. What about... who from my usual crew is still alive? Do. Templin's on, doing some crossfire. Or we could go and raid Gimpy Knee. Or we could do Saturn. You know what? Let's go and raid Saturn, because he's doing some expeditions Rome. And a lot of people have been telling me about this, and I'm kind of curious about it myself. So head on over to Saturn's stream. Say hello from Mordred Viking. I'd love to see his chat. Absolutely lit up by the Viking raid, which you can do simply by copying and pasting Viking raid just like that. Or if you are a subscriber, you can bring the long ships. But bear in mind, that will only work if you're a subscriber. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I will see you all next time for some more Hearts of Iron tomorrow, 5 PM. And then after that, 10 PM, we're going to be playing some more Total War Warhammer 3. Until then, everyone. Bye-bye.